The following is a Thorf TV production brought to you in cooperation with Jack Thorfinson, part of our not-so YouTube-friendly series. Ladies and gentlemen, from way up north near the Canadian border, at the Palacious Lodge at Mr. Holster's Ranch, we bring you the SOCS Show! Now let's have a warm round of applause. Here he comes, direct from the bar, Mr. Holster! Palacious. It's a 10 bar, man. Who's the butts who wrote that? And then Mr. Holster, he's the biggest lush around. Oh, Mr. Holster, hey, that's me. Hey, howdy, Barge. Yeah, it's me, Mr. Holster. And Jack. Good evening, Jack. Let's see what Jack got out for us tonight. Oh, you got out that bottle of Wild Turkey 101. Well, let's pop the top on this one, as Machine Gun Kelly would say. Ah, yes. Oh, my, my, my. 101 proof. Bottled by the Austin Nichols Distilling Company, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. What do you think, Jack? Yeah, I know you like this. You were drinking it last night. I saw you. That's why there's so little left in there. Take a whiff, guys. Smell that. Is that good or not? Well, let's get the old ranch shot glass. Yeah, let's get the old ranch shot glass. It's been so long since I've done this, Jack. I can't remember the bit. Oh, my gosh, Jack. West Texas dust. All things in moderation. And, well, I should have been a little more moderate than that, I think, Jack. That's 101 proof. Well, I guess one won't kill me. To the sunny slopes of long ago. That doesn't heat you up and cool you down all the same time. Look what else Jack got me. A extra Citra Pale Ale from Surly. Thank you. Thank you, Jackson. He had a little luck at the Indian casino the other night. You were playing blackjack and you were really making a haul. I tell you, he took some of the pennies that we get from our Amazon account, and I'll put a link to it down below where you can go buy stuff that we've picked out, and we get a little tiny commission. I know it's only pennies, but we took that money from the last check we got, and Jack went down to the Indian casino and parlayed it at the blackjack tables, and this is what I got out of the deal. Yeah. He also, can I talk about this, Jack? He also got enough money to buy himself a new car. Way to go, buddy. Yeah, Jack's back in the dough. He bought himself a new Henry repeating rifle. Yeah, a 22 lever action, didn't you, Jack? Yeah, he said he wanted to do a little plinking. Well, let's just pour this in the glass. A little something to chase that. But that is good stuff, that Wild Turkey 101, and Gerald gave that to me. Yeah, I'm going to put a link to his channel right there. Go check him out. He was so kind as to send that to me. Supporting my channel. I don't know if that's the right kind of support for Mr. Holster. I think he could, but at any rate. I haven't had one of these in so long, Jack. I think we haven't had one since Christmas time. Yeah, we haven't had anything like this since Christmas. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. You're a good friend. You don't forget your buddies, do you? No, you don't. Oh, what? I just love this stuff. Tastes like grapefruit juice. Tell ya, I had a real scare last night. I woke up and I had 4 strange legs rubbing up against me. That's the last time I passed out at a bar. I only have one drink a day, though, and this one here, I'm only counting it as one as a Boilermaker. This one here, and it's for July 3rd, 2078. I told Jack, I said, Jack, you can't buy happiness, and he said, no, but you can sure pour it in a glass. The local police chief put up a new traffic sign in Mr. Holster's honor this week. It flashes crawl and don't crawl. I hurt my back this week slipping on ice. Yeah, how my foot got in that glass, I'll never know. Jack and I signed a new contract on his channel here to put on the SOCS Show, and as part of it, he agreed to remodel my tack room for me. Yeah, he's doing the whole thing over. He's going to do it pure lush to reflect Mr. Holster's image. Yeah, I screwed that joke up, Jack. I got it in reverse. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. I'm not perfect, you know. I'd like to use the excuse it's cold in here, but boy, it's not. It's 55 degrees in here today. This is just like a winning day for us, buddy. And I just want to let everybody know that this is just a prop. As part of my new contract with Jack, I no longer drink. Yeah, I just freeze it like popsicles. Can I do that joke again, Jack? I kind of screwed it up. I know, I'm sorry. We can edit it out. We can edit it out, Jack. I just want everybody to know that this drink is just a prop. Part of my contract with Jack stipulates I don't drink anymore. So now I just freeze it and eat it like popsicles. That better? Yeah. You like that? Yeah, a little bit of a wag. Now I want you to sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Think of this as a party like you'd have at your own house, the kind of party that you'd have right before the police show up. Remember, in the mortal words of Jack, you're not drunk if you can lie on the floor without hanging on. I'm sorry, I kind of screwed the monologue up there, Jack. But, you know, I think it went all right. I think it went all right. If they've had a few cocktails before they came to the show, we're going to be okay. Boy, I like that stuff. This is what I thought I'd talk about tonight. Well, actually, I'm going to talk about a couple things. But I got out my Sig Sauer P220, and this is one of the old ones made in West Germany. Back before they no longer were West Germany anymore and just became Germany. And then even after that, they started making just the receivers and the slides here, and now they're making them all here. Matter of fact, it's actually a different entity totally. The company was sold and bought by somebody else, so it's got the same name, but different ownership. Excuse me. Anyways, I thought I'd get this out, and these are kind of interesting. One of the reasons I like the old ones, and SIG does this now and then, they make these models that are called SAS models. Matter of fact, my P220, P239 is an SAS model, and that's SIG anti-snag is what that stands for. And these are kind of like that because they're made out of, they're stamped. The slide is a stamped piece, and you see how nice and rounded that is. That's one of the reasons I like these so much, is they're so nice and rounded. These really, really were beautiful guns. That being said, the new slides that are coming out of SIG nowadays are actually constructed better than these were, or they're sturdier. I won't say constructed better. A lot of labor goes into making these versus, well, the other ones probably take a lot of labor too, but a lot of labor goes into making these. They're very nicely made. It's just the new ones are all milled out of a solid piece of stainless steel, and yeah, they're actually a little stronger than these. But fantastic guns. This gun has a 7-round magazine, and they're kind of unique, and you look at how they're built on the back. Nicely made, fitted and spot welded there. old world craftsmanship, if you could call that. Back in the day, it wasn't considered that because, well, you know, it just goes downhill as mankind progresses. But I really do think that as far as the automatics were concerned, that late 80s, early 90s was really, they were really some finely made automatics out there. The revolvers, not so much. You need to go a few decades back, maybe the 60s, up to the 70s. Somewhere in the early 70s, things started to get, you look at a Smith & Wesson, and sometime in that time period, they quit pinning the barrels and recessing the cylinders, and things started getting cheapened up. Actually, in the 60s on the Winchesters, they started on the Winchesters and quit making the receivers out of solid steel that's been milled and went to an alloy. That's why a pre-65 Winchester's worth more and sought after. So, well, maybe 65 on the revolvers even. I think the revolvers hung in longer than, I think Winchester was the first one to get cheap. Yeah, and, you know, look where they are now. They don't exist. It's Browning bought the name. Something to think about. Any rate, like this gun, it's a double action, single action, has a decocker. First shot's double action, second shot single action. 45 ACP. And just a fantastic, fantastic gun. You can't go wrong with these old SIGs. They're just beautiful, beautiful guns. All it's lacking is a set of real grips instead of these cheesy rubber hoe grips. Yeah. So I thought I'd get that out and talk about it tonight on our SOCS Show. I'm sorry, Jack, did I wake you up? No, it's not over. Oh, we're not done yet, Jack. I'm sorry. It's nice that you woke up, though, for at least part of the show. You had a big date last night. I saw you came in late. Saw you parked your new car kind of kitty corner in the middle of everything so we couldn't get the Bobcat out. Had one or two maybe, did you? Huh? Huh? You did, huh? Tell me. Well, you guys nip out and get yourself something to drink. Jack and I are talking. Did you get lucky, buddy? Huh? Did you? You always get lucky. You were born lucky. Well, yeah. Except for that $125,000 you lost down there playing poker with the two golfers, professional golfers. I'm sorry, that was a cheap shot, Jack. You didn't win us the money for the beer, so yeah, I take it back. So there you go, guys. There's the SOCS Show. The only thing left to talk about, I guess, would be what's going on with YouTube and the other channel. And yeah, it's been a bad week over there. Everything being demonetized for no reason whatsoever. And I actually hadn't had anything demonetized in a long, long time. I thought I had a pretty good stable thing there, and for some reason, all of a sudden, somebody started filing complaints against me for my off-color, awful shows over there, which, you know, I don't know how I can run that channel any cleaner than I got it now. It's if I ran it any cleaner, all it would be is a camera pointed at a bucket of soap for 10 minutes. Seriously. So I don't know. I think we're probably going to have to try and just change the format of the channel over there and disregard YouTube's advertising and not monetize anything is pretty much what we're going to have to do. I think we're losing our ability to have creative control on our channel to the extent where it's not worth it anymore. Says I. What do you say, Jack? You don't care you got your own channel. Well, I know you got your own channel, Jack, but you're the producer of the shows over there still, you know. I'm pretty sure every show starts with in cooperation with Jack Dorfinson. And frankly, the cooperation right now is you're sleeping while I'm doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. No, you're right. You're the financial man. You got the money. You're right. Yes, sir. I agree. Yes. Well, yeah, so we got problems over there with that, and I say by the time you start demonetizing John Wayne and Charlton Heston, you got mental problems. Because I don't know what I said in those videos, and I seriously don't know what I said in those videos. All I really did is show clips, or not even clips, just pictures from their movies, and they don't like that. So I don't know. And at this point, you know, I tried to hit, and the problem is to get them to reconsider and tell me why they won't allow advertising on it or why it's unsuitable. You have to hit 1,000 hits within 7 days. You see my problem? And they demonetize everything. They demonetized my pre-hard target show the other night where I was talking about a 22 lever action rifle. Seriously? There is nothing in that show that I found. Unless you guys saw something, you know, maybe you can tell me what was in my show on the 22 long rifle Henry rifle, the pre-hard target show for the shooting video tomorrow. If you can tell me what was wrong with that it's not suitable for advertising, or anything else that was put on that the entire week, because it all got demonetized. See what I'm saying? And if I put on something on there talking about how to disarm someone, how to build a semi-automatic rifle into a super gun or something like that, maybe I can understand it. But you go back and view all those videos I did all week long, which is part of my test. I think they're all about as clean as you can get and still have a gun in it. I can see maybe it's a gun that's in it that's bothering them. I don't know, but they run a lot of ads with guns in them, so I find that hard to believe that that's the problem. But there you go. Don't know. What do you think, Jack? Well, no, I can't. No, you can't say that on the air, Jack. I know they are, and probably 99.99% of them people working for them are, but you can't say that on the air, Jack. You can't. It's just not polite. It's in poor taste, and it's bad form. But yeah, they are. So there you go, guys. There's a SOCS Show. Another one in the can. Right, Jack? Yeah. Thanks for tuning in from Mr. Holster and Jack. Go out and stay safe. Oh my gosh, that's 17 minutes and 45 seconds of your life you'll never, ever, ever get back again. Oh.